Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here and record a quick video on self-doubt and imposter syndrome because it's something I do day in and day out, but I feel as though recently in particular, a lot of people have come to me and said, Anna, I'm really, really struggling with, in particular, my self-doubt and imposter syndrome because of the quarantine and the crisis that we have going on right now. So I wanted to lay out two quick, easy things that you can do that would help you in a relatively short amount of time navigate those feelings when they come up. For those of you who may be watching this video and are unsure if they qualify for imposter syndrome, I will briefly explain it. It's very straightforward, but is complex at the same time. So it's essentially when you feel unsuccessful despite tons of evidence to the contrary, right? So you may feel you're not worthy of a promotion because you just don't feel good enough yet. There's all this evidence that shows that you are because of all the successes you've had at work. Maybe you don't feel good enough to be working with your ideal clients or asking for a premium price, yet there's all this evidence to the contrary that you've worked incredibly hard to build your business. You could be sitting in a room full of people and have a ton to say. I know I've been there. And do not feel like your voice is valued or that you have anything of value to share. Those are all moments of imposter syndrome and self-doubt. You will hear me often say imposter experience. I would say I like to use imposter experience over syndrome. I think that syndrome has a negative connotation to it. Experience is just that. It's an experience. An imposter experience is an experience. If you have struggled with it at any point in time, you can absolutely relate to that. It's an experience of emotions, of ups and downs, of being unsure from moment to moment where you stand. So that's why I like to use experience in the place of syndrome. So here are two quick tips. My first is write down a list. So grab a piece of paper, grab your phone, grab your journal, grab your calendar, whatever you need, and make a list of your accomplishments. Now, these can be big, small, middle of the road things that you haven't thought of in a long time, things that really stick out to you. The one caveat to it is that you cannot do this while you're in the throes of experiencing self-doubt or imposter experience. So for some of you, that may be very, very challenging because it's more of a consistent feeling for you. If that's the case, then here's what I suggest. Partner with somebody that you know and trust and ask them that question. What am I really good at? What have I been really successful with? Where do you see me as an entrepreneur? Where do you see me as a wife? Where do you see me as a mother? Where do you see me as a teacher, as a friend? Whatever it is that you would like to focus on, you can ask and partner with somebody on that, even some buddies, and ask several people. That works as well. But make that list and make it so that it's accessible to you in a moment's notice, so that the next time those feelings arise for you, you can pull out that list and repeat it to yourself. It is powerful. Trust me, it's one of the first things I have my clients do when we first start working together, and it is invaluable. The more that we practice something, the more that we tell ourselves things, the better it is and the easier it is for our brain to reframe our thoughts for us. So those words are powerful and you want them in front of you at all times. You can even practice them like affirmations. I am successful because I crushed X. Whatever you want to write it down. It is truly, truly powerful, I assure you. It's an exercise that I've done many times for myself, both as a corporate leader and as an entrepreneur, and it really has done wonders for me. And like I said, my clients really get a lot of success from it as well. And the second tip is something that is not so much a do as it is something to be conscious of. And that is to be very conscious of comparing yourself to others. And that's a tall order, I know. It's a tall order, especially in challenging times when you see others advertising that they are successful and striving forward and things are not deterring them. There's nothing like opening up Facebook or Instagram in the evening after a long day to see somebody talking about how they just filled their new client program, or they're really crushing this homeschooling thing with their kids, and you're just ready to pull your hair out because all you can do is make it through the day some days. That's okay. Your journey is your journey, and you're comparing your reality to somebody else's highlight reel. People do not advertise what goes on in their reality. They advertise what they want you to know. And that's something that's very important for you to take in. So if you haven't heard that before, hear it now. They are not advertising their reality. They are advertising their highlight reel. And many times, unfortunately, people don't even advertise a real highlight reel. It's something that's sort of, I wouldn't like to say made up, but at the same time, it's kind of made up. People really like to accentuate things into a way that makes them feel better, makes them look better. And I think that's human nature, right? It doesn't make them a bad person. We're all probably guilty of that from time to time. But what's important is that we are not spending time and energy taking away from building ourselves to compare ourselves to those people. So those are two quick tips I wanted to share with you. Really, really important. Remember to focus on you, and particularly in challenging times, but in times just in general. When self-doubt and imposter experience creep up, it is very important to navigate with tools. And these two tools, or one tool and one viewpoint, I should say, is going to be really, really helpful. So start there. Let me know how it goes. I hope you have a great rest of your day.